Is your company getting the value and benefits, the results that you expect from your enterprise software and software-related projects? If your company is like most, the answer to that question is probably no. You invest a lot of time, money, and energy in software and projects, and you expect to receive a certain return on those investments. But it seems like too often, projects take longer than expected, cost more than was expected, and return less value than what was expected. We're going to cover some of the reasons for this, and I'm going to tell you about a new alternative that can provide much of the benefits of a project management office, or PMO, at a fraction of the cost of setting up and maintaining a PMO within your organization. First, let's talk about how project management has changed over the last 9 or 10 years. There's been a tremendous increase in interest in formal project management over that time period. Back in 2001, when I received my project management professional certification, there were less than 35,000 PMPs worldwide. Today, the number of PMPs has increased tenfold to over 375,000. You would think that with a huge increase in certified project managers, we would have seen a corresponding increase in our percentage of project success. Unfortunately, this hasn't been the case, as is shown by this graph. This data, compiled by the Standish Group biannually, shows that since 2002 our percentage of success with projects has actually gone down by a couple of points, while the percentage of project failures has increased by 60%. It seems that educating project managers in best practices isn't enough to get the job done. Why are we failing? There are several reasons for this. Some of them are shown here. In today's environment, changes occur more rapidly, frequently, and disruptively. Because of this, requests for new software and projects are being generated at an ever-increasing pace. This, combined with budgetary pressures, is driving companies to try to accomplish more with less. This combination of challenges is causing projects to fail. The demand for projects is exceeding the capacity to accomplish them. Scarce resources result in projects taking too long, costing too much, and returning too few benefits due to poor quality of results. In hindsight, it becomes obvious that many projects shouldn't have been funded or attempted in the first place. One solution that's been put forward is a project management office, or PMO. A PMO can provide standardization of project management practices throughout the organization. It provides a central point of authority for questions about how projects should be conducted. There's been increasing interest in the benefits that can be attained by having a project management office, but there's an interesting statistic on the other side of the equation as well. Companies that have PMOs do better with projects than companies that don't have PMOs. They get more projects done, and their percentage of project success is higher. Companies that maintain their PMO at the enterprise level do better with projects than those where the PMO is part of IT or quality assurance. This is because at the enterprise level, the PMO can act more strategically, helping to ensure that projects that are funded align with the strategic direction of the organization. When the PMO is part of IT or QA, it often ends up being more tactical in nature, simply measuring whether the steps of the software development and project management lifecycle processes are being adhered to. Measurements like these don't consider whether the finished product satisfies the vision that inspired the project in the first place. Now you would think, since it's been shown that companies with PMOs are more successful with projects than companies without them, everybody would want one. Well, it turns out that while many companies go to the effort of standing up a PMO, over 75% of them shut it down within 3 years because of a perceived lack of added value. But wait a second, we already said that studies show that it does result in more value. Maybe the value it provides isn't enough to cover the costs of maintaining it. Further studies have indicated that an average-sized project management office may have anywhere from 8 to 16 full-time employees. As a result, the average annual cost of maintaining a project management office begins at $500,000 to $600,000 and goes up from there. The benefits are confirmed, but the cost is considered too high. And that's where PMO Partner comes in. With PMO Partner, you can get many of the benefits associated with a project management office at a fraction of the cost because you only pay for the support you want. You can target the particular areas where you need help. This slide shows some of the possibilities. Whether it's an assessment of your current standards and practices, attention to a troubled project or program, or an evaluation of the health and effectiveness of your current enterprise software, you get to make the call. All of this on an outsourced basis, avoiding the addition of full-time employees and permanent costs. Your company is probably investing a lot of time and resources into software and projects, and you know whether or not you're getting the results you want. If you're not, PMO Partner can help you improve those results and increase the value you're getting from your investments. If you have specific questions about PMO Partner, feel free to submit them via email or phone. If you'd like to discuss it further, call the number on the screen and we'll set up a conference. If you'd like to learn more about Project Portfolio Excellence, Inc., you can visit the website at www.projectportfolioexcellence.com. It's time to take control of your software and projects. I hope to hear from you soon.